gonna... Oh! What the hell? Who are you? Oh, crap. Oh! Jesus. Ow! What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Nick up for you. Ha 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 ha. Bitch. I'll take all of you vampires up. Ain't afraid of you bitches.
Perhaps I should look into it.
Gotta get to Pembroke Hospital via Lady Ashbury's house. She might not even be there. I don't know, have I done a bad thing? I've got like everyone against me now. But I want to save the humans and the good vampires, not sexist vampires, mate. Fuck that.
Easy does it, boys. We can deal with this, vermin.
Die, vermin!
I'm gonna have to make a choice between like saving her and the people of Pembroke Hospital. Oh, is she here? Oh, she's not here. I thought she had to go in to meet some friends. Hey, it's me. Oh,
Elizabeth, I'm so happy to see you. I was so concerned.
It is also good to see you in these darkened hours. Is all well, my dear?
Indeed, we stand upon the precipice. Has the news reached you of Edgar Swansea?
No. I returned home but moments ago. What of him?
Your friend, the well-informed old Bridget, tells me the Guard of Priwen has assaulted Pembroke. I fear Edgar tops their bloody list.
Bridget. She is such a tragic figure. And yet, I sense deep inside, she has a delicate, fragile soul.
What are you hiding? You went to the sewers. Did you speak with Harriet Jones?
Indeed, Jonathan. I seek the truth, just as you do.
I was concerned for your safety. McCullum draws too close to you for my comfort.
Fear not. I've evaded the hunters for many a year, and I intend to stay far from their gases, flames, and spikes. Now, speak to me of Dawson.
Aloysius Dawson is no more. I took care of him.
I imagine the Lord Redgrave was spitting teeth.
Ascalon has defrocked me and threatens to hound me from the city. This was, no doubt, inevitable.
You did what you thought was right at the time. One can ask no more. The important task now at hand is to help poor Edgar.
Now I am assured of your safety. That is precisely my intention.
Good. Now go, my dear, and return with good news with the greatest haste.
It is I, once again.
I'm
It is
sorry,
I.
Jonathan. But find out what happened to dear Dr. Swansea. I fear for our friend.
okay.
It is I.
Whoa. Got another fight on our hands with the leader of the Priwen. I don't really know who our greatest enemy is. Is it Redgrave? This leader of the Priwen? That's about
Let's
it.
run along home, sir. Stupid fucking face! Away with you!
want to find another vampire.
What is this truck? Are the vampire hunters here already?
This is no place for you, sir.
Yeah, it is, mate. Oh, they're good. Well, these two are good. Is anything going on at the hospital, fellas?
Good evening.
Evening.
Are you concerned about...
Not really. Sick people.
Ah,
Goodbye.
nothing. Right. Stay here, fellas. You're safe. Yeah. Oh. To get everyone out of here. Oh. You ill? Oh, you got cold. Where did that come
Good
from?
evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doc.
Continues.
Do you need...
I'm afraid.
Not under...
Thank you.
Goodbye, now.
Doesn't look well. Oh, chuff me, I didn't even notice she's got a cold, man. I ditched her completely. What an asshole I am.
Those bastards.
Damn.
What have they done to Edgar?
It's gotta be a note or something, right? They gotta have, like... Oh, blood trail, blood trail. Ah, the roof! There we go. I know what I'm about to face, but I'm afraid I'm a badass now. And you can't stop me. Oh god, this looks like an arena if ever I've seen one. Where you hiding? I'm ready to kill you. Oh shit! Bastard!
Ultraviolet curtains and orichalcum powder.
Bastard.
Dr. Swansea's always been a resourceful bastard. I bet he never told you he had this installed in case of a vampire attack. Says a lot about how much he trusts you.
What have you done with Edgar?
Don't worry. We don't kill humans.
It's a trap.
Even if your friend is deserving of a little punishment for one.
What are you talking about?
We know everything. Swansea and you created this bloody epidemic. You aim to unleash another disaster, just like William Marshall did.
No, I'm trying to put an end to it. Just like you are.
You're his progeny, aren't you? Where is the monster hiding? It's still in England, isn't it?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Jeffrey, please listen to me.
No tricks. That shit won't work on me. We've found proof in the theater. Doris Fletcher was your first experiment.
What?
Now where is Marshall? Speak!
Chat shit, pal.
So much for modern technology. Time for the tried and true.
Oh, you're mine.
Do you know what this is, Beast? This is a drop of King Arthur's blood. The blood of a true defender of Britain. Stronger than your evil powers.
Oh, shit. What does that turn you into?
This is ridiculous. We're losing precious time.
True enough. Soon I'll bring your head before your coward of a father.
Excuse me?
Freewood prevails!
Chuck, did you just call my father? Ow!
Show some style. Fight like a man. Close your eyes. This is gonna hurt. Come on, Reid. Try something else. Your true light will cleanse you.
So how did you do that?
I'll pin you down.
Ow. Oh my god.
Show some style. Fight like a man.
This is bloody hard, this one. Like, you can't just disappear. Even my best attack than me.
Prevails.
Ow. Ow, man. These attacks do so much damage.
Come on, Reid. Try something else.
Oh my god. I'm just struggling to keep my health up.
I'll pin you down. If you're so innocent, why does simple light burn you so much?
What the hell, man? Struggling to keep my health up. Okay, this is actually really tough.
Close your eyes. This is gonna hurt. Freewind prevails.
Ow. That was really not good. Ow, crikey.
Show some style. Fight like a man. I know. It hurts, doesn't it?
Ow.
I'll pin you down.
Oh, got him out again.
Your poisonous bite is useless on me. True light will cleanse you.
Ow.
Close your eyes. This is gonna hurt. The blood of a true defender of this land will protect me.
Oh, that's better. As long as he's just using swordplay now. Ow. It's hard to get the camera on him directly.
If you're so innocent, why does simple light burn you so much?
Owie!
Close your eyes! This is gonna hurt.
Haha. Oh yeah, that hurt, didn't it? Oh, ow, ow, ow! It's like the whole field's on fire.
True light will cleanse you.
Oh crap, I missed. Oh, oh, very much in the fire. So much light. Bright light, bright light. Oh god, he just came over to me. Bloody hell. Here we go again. Oh, that was cheeky. No. Ooh, needs to get that blood. Woohoo! How about this? Oh, I ran out. Gotcha! I genuinely thought I wasn't able to do that.
We are
Jesus.
the guardian of justice. Priwen shall prevail.
You can't accept the fact we're not enemies, can you?
We always have been, and we always will be. Of all the evils that threaten mankind, your kind are the worst.
I'm not saying we could be friends, you and I. But perhaps we could collaborate to put an end to this epidemic.
Never! We are Priwen. We do not negotiate. We do not compromise.
There is no way you'll ever let me be, McCullum. You'll always hunt me down, won't you?
There is no escape, Leech. Kill me now. For there is no way you can sway me to your ideals.
That's
Curse him
the
by
way
turning
you're
me into a
mistaken.
vampire.
What do you mean?
I'll spare you, McCullum. I'll offer you the mercy you never offered me.
What is this ruse?
This is no ruse, McCullum. This is me letting you go. After all, you and I are both trying to save this poor country in our own way.
I suppose he accepted his hand though.
I'll kill you, Reid. Next time we meet, I'll end you.
I look forward
See?
to it.
Progress already. You called me by my name. Until the next time. Goodbye, Hunter.
Woo! Come on, guys, I'm not such a bad guy. I knew my skills would be enough to take care of him. Whereabouts is he then? Storage Fletcher's Theatre. Okay. Let's go! Can I heal myself? There we go. Whew, I genuinely didn't think I was going to be able to do it. During that match, I was literally, all that was going through my head was, I think he's too tough. I don't think I can actually beat this guy. And it just takes a hell of a lot of all, my god. How about this? Gotcha. Ooh, thank you for the blood.
Where have you gone, Elizabeth? I have a bad feeling about this.
Ah, you little bastard. Oh, you're shitting. There we go. Full health, full stamina, full blood. Full blood. Oh god, one of you. What am I doing? weird. The music's playing a bit weirdly. Go. Still full health, full blood, full stamina. Love and worked out where their last rail is, though.
So Priwen never left Doris's theater after they invaded. They must be holding Edgar here in their new headquarters.
Oh, where did you come from? Oh my god. Hey! But the sound's gone a bit whack. I can hear somebody talking. Cullen's report.
Doris Fletcher was about to become a disaster. I'm getting close to having all the evidence.
Trying to find that notebook. Oh yeah, man, just get the crap out of him. Yeah, I think I should have got that quest now. So they took the notebook off him now. They moved him, not before. I think I just got it kind of early. Ow. Am I missing something? Right, now I'll shut that other door. Still hear loads of them talking. Ah, there's a stage key. Give me another Braille book. Ah, it's in there. Alright, yeah, sure. Ow. Nice. Ah. Vampire Knight. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Blood of a pure heart, garlic, blood of a king.
The soap used to source certain fair evidence it must always be locked. Just find me on the. If you need to access it, just find me on the last floor to get the key, and bloody remember to bring it back when you're done.
I should find the key to that box. It's locked, all right.
Where's the key? Oh, hello. Ow. appeared around the corner. Oh. Stop bullying me! Oh god. Don't you die.
I have it.
Hey!
I can now open the box.
So weird. Potentially then, this will give me the key to opening his safe, maybe? His door, sorry, to get him out. I don't know.
I really don't know if I should read this. I can't believe it. I cannot enter.
How? How do I get him out? Aha. Ah, and that's the exit, fair enough.
Edgar. Edgar, can you hear me? Jonathan, is it really you? Easy. Easy. Save your strength. I'm getting you out of here. Don't try to spare me. As a physician, I know all too well when it's too late. Punctured lung, broken ribs, and internal bleeding. An accurate diagnosis, wouldn't you say? Edgar, what happened? They wanted me to confess. Beat me black and blue.
Jeffrey McCullum ambushed me at the Pembroke Hospital. He was convinced you and I were responsible for the Skal epidemic.
I never imagined that self-righteous fanatic would dare to attack us in the open. What became of him?
To prove him wrong, I let him go.
Really? You sure that was the wisest course of action?
Wow.
Time will tell.
I'll probably come back
The
bite
most
me in the ass,
intriguing
but
part
hey,
of his
I'll take
accusation
care of
was
him
that
again.
you and I were the pawns of some ancient vampire.
William Marshall. Yes, they tortured me to make me confess the same nonsense.
I trust you, Edgar. But the Guard of Priwen is onto something.
What do you mean?
William Marshall, for example. You speak of him as if you know him. How is that?
Jonathan, I cannot say I'm ready for another round of questions.
What can you tell me about William Marshall?
Not much. History paints the story he was the greatest knight who ever lived. Amongst the immortals, he had a yet greater legend.
Why is the Guard of Priwen so obsessed with him?
He was the only ancient vampire to escape the first great hunt launched by the Guard of Priwen in 1854. They believe he's an evil creature plotting his return.
Why would he deserve such a reputation?
I cannot say. The Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole has next to no intelligence on him. All I know is that he's supposed to be the oldest of all the British vampires.
Why would the Guard of Priwen believe you and I created the vampire epidemic?
Maybe due to our profession. Because I offered you shelter in my hospital.
While investigating the epidemic, I read some of McCullum's findings. I think you have some explaining to do.
I have nothing to hide, Jonathan. Nothing at all.
Do you remember when we suspected Sean Hampton of killing Harriet Jones?
Yes. The terrible episode that came as a shock to us all.
Harriet Jones faked her own death. When I found her in the sewers, she confessed she wanted everybody to pay for what happened to her.
That woman was extremely bitter, full of hatred and festering anger.
Do you know Doris Fletcher's real name?
No, I'm afraid not.
Her real name was Doris Jones. She was the daughter of
Whoa.
Harriet Jones.
What do you want me to say, Jonathan?
Doris Fletcher visited her mother at the Pembroke Hospital. That's how she first got infected.
I know nothing about that. Miss Fletcher once came to visit the sick. That is all I know.
No, Edgar, there is more. Doris Fletcher was Harriet Jones's daughter. They exhibited the same symptoms: blind hate and strong physical mutation.
What does this sad story have to do with us?
What did you do?
Come on, Edgar. Don't you see the pattern here? The epidemic, the link between Doris and Harriet, the suspicion of McCullum.
How could I? I never saw Harriet Jones again after she fled the hospital.
Do you know where we are? Doris Fletcher's theater. This is where that hateful creature plotted to spread the epidemic across London.
I only briefly met Miss Fletcher once when she visited the Pembroke Hospital. You say it was to see her mother. She seemed like such a sweet and graceful woman.
My point exactly. The disease turned her into a bitter soul, driven by vengeance just like her mother. A symptom of all the infected patients.
Certain diseases are known to produce similar effects. Rabies, for example. And rabies is not the devil at work.
Doris and Harriet shared more than a hidden family bond. They were the embodiment of the epidemic and are linked to the Pembroke Hospital. Come on, Edgar, this is no
What the hell did you do?
I swear I'm at a complete loss. All I did was administer vampire blood to cure old Harriet. There was no evil plan, no diabolical plot.
You did what?
I tested the regenerating and healing properties of vampire blood on Harriet Jones. My only intention was to find the cure for influenza, I swear.
Whose blood did you use? William Marshall's? Mine?
Lady Ashbury's. While transfusing her with human blood, humanely appeasing her hunger, I also kept samples of her blood for my research.
You used her blood on
Yeah.
Harriet Jones? My God, Edgar, that's unethical. You betrayed 2 of your patients at the same time.
Right, I admit it. I boldly ventured into experimental realms, but I've killed no one to appease my thirst for knowledge, Jonathan. I'm no murderer.
I never asked to become what I am, Edgar. You chose to conduct your rogue experiments.
You have worked beside me. You saw what I'm doing at Pembroke Hospital. Jonathan, you know I'm not an evil soul. Just another victim of this tragedy.
You don't deserve to die. Fix your mistakes.
No, Edgar, you are not going to die. Unless you want to.
Huh? What do you mean?
I can save you, Edgar. I can turn your broken body into one like mine.
You truly would? After all I've done, after all that's been said, you would offer me this
Fictional
gift?
mistakes.
I have no way of knowing which punishment would be worse, Edgar. But it is not for me to decide. So?
Oh, please, Jonathan, please. I beg you. This is what I've always wanted. This is what I've always searched for.
Very well, then. Prepare to die and be reborn. To face an eternity of guilt.
I'm ready. Oh, indeed, I am ready.
Shut me, mate.
Enough!
What the hell are you doing? Will you survive it? Looks like he survived. I don't know whether you've died or lived. Only time will tell. That's what I should have done to Lord Hampton, or whatever his name was. That way, no one would have died. I kick myself.
Return later. So Harriet Jones became the original carrier when Edgar gave her vampire blood. I must tell Elizabeth.
Stupid beast! Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Ow.
Bloody monster!
Oh man, I ran out of blood. Hey.
All of you bloody leeches need
Ow.
killing!
Touch me. I died before I could reach you.
Return at a more convenient time.
There was too many of them.
There's one of them! Watch yourselves!
What?
Right, you!
Where did he come from?
It's head!
Oh, freaking out.
Finish it. Murdering bastard! Oh, Christ!
Oh, you fucking bided your time to do that. Some shit. Right, there we go. Much of the need, man. Hello.
What good fortune brings you back to me, Jonathan? What is it, my dear?
I'm afraid it's bad news, Elizabeth. The worst, actually.
Please, speak up.
Edgar is no longer in McCullum's grasp. I resolved that matter.
Where is our good friend now? Is he well?
Of a sort. His injuries were mortal. I had no choice but to make him one of us. To save him. Or to punish him.
To punish him? I fail to understand. And what is the source of this cold tone in your voice?
Edgar Swansea was responsible for the Skal epidemic, Elizabeth. It was he who unleashed the deadly scourge upon London.
What? Are you certain? This is the most terrible accusation of all.
He confessed everything to me. He sought to cure the disease, to exploit vampire blood to stop the epidemic. But he unwittingly gave birth to a catastrophe.
All those poor victims. How could he do it? What happened?
Edgar gave no heed to ethics. His theory could have been proven to be correct, but he abused the confidence of his patients to test it.
I must say I'm shocked, Jonathan. Who would have thought it? And the poor patient. Let me guess. It was Harriet Jones, was it not?
Yes. That explains how Doris Fletcher was infected, and how she became an Ikor. She secretly visited her mother at Pembroke.
Then we have no choice. We must act quickly, Jonathan. We must return to the sewers and put an end to the threat poor Harriet embodies.
I have one more matter to discuss with you. Harriet Jones was the primary case, but... do you know what a healthy carrier is?
There is a tone in your voice that frightens me, Jonathan. What are you trying to say?
It was your blood Edgar used for his experiment on Harriet Jones.
What?
Yeah.
No. No. This can't be. Oh.
Elizabeth, are you all right?
No, I have to go.
What do you mean?
Leave me alone. Save the city, Jonathan. Save what can be saved.
Elizabeth, I need answers. Why did your blood
Stay
cause
away
this?
from me. Please. I swear I never was your
Wait!
enemy.
No!
Whoa.
Elizabeth!
Shit. Ooh, I have a lot of stuff to do. I'm gonna quickly hand this book over, and then we'll call it a session.
Now would be a good time to blend the recipe Marshall used when he fought the disaster. I think I know where to find what I need. Whose blood could be purer than that of William Marshall? Good evening.
And good.
Goodbye, Sharp.
She's been quite busy these last.
Easy does it, boys. We can deal with it.
Ah, I pressed it, man.
God walks with thee. I'll put it into you. You London vampires are so sweet.
Jesus.
Burn you to hell. Don't you know better?
Is that one of them? Is that a thingy majiggy guy? Yeah. I don't think you were one of the group. You were just a nobody. Announcing terribly distinct cards. One, because I've heard about a secret sword where those pedestals are. There's only 2. But I don't understand. It says there's like 4 pedestals, but I only see 2. Ah. I even see what the order could be. Epidemic, many cases of vampire all over the world. Oh, forget it. And hand it back into maybe a tellers.
Good evening, John.
Tell me the truth, Usher. Are you a vampire?
By the stole, you really thought you could force Usher Talltree to yield to your little mind tricks like an oblivious mortal?
Why can't I force you to answer me then?
I'm the primate of St. Paul's Stole. It comes with certain advantages, like accessing the greatest library in the country and avoiding answering certain questions.
So, are you or are you not a vampire?
As a brilliant man once said, to be unambiguous can only be to one's own detriment.
I found your notebook. The one the guard of Prewen stole from you.
And you brought it back to me. That's excellent.
Did you read it?
news, Jonathan.
Yes.
Were you able to keep yourself from reading it?
No.
Ah, the oldest temptation of all. If Pandora herself did not pass the test, I suppose I should not blame you for your curiosity.
So you're not angry with me?
Why should I be? To live is to make choices, Jonathan. And you made yours. Now give it to me, please.
Can you read the card?
Put the money on the table.
Here is
The hermit. An old man. A broken soul who has seen too much. The burden of guilt.
Goodbye, sir.
I rarely wander. The Fool and the Empress. Again. What are the cards trying to tell us?
That's all side quests, guys, that I could do without failing them. Alright guys, I'm going to call it a session there, but I hope you're enjoying this playthrough of Vampyr. If you are, like and subscribe, tell your friends about it. You got something to say, put it in the comment section below. Enjoy the rest of your day everyone, and I'll catch you all next time. See ya!